Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another Hardcore Iron Man progress video. And in the last video, I decided that the next big goal for the account would be to get 99 construction because we have over 70 mil GP from runecrafting. We started off with 26,000 teak logs, we checked the kingdom, got 14,000 more, and that put us at a starting stack of 40,000 teak logs. And we're going to be continuing on with chopping teaks today until we get enough logs banked that we'll need to get 99 construction. We finished off the last episode by getting 99 woodcutting, which is where we're going to be picking up from today. So with that being said, let's get into the video, and I hope you enjoy. And get back to Fossil Island. As you can see, we just got 99 woodcutting in the last video, and our current stack of teak logs right now is about 69k. Originally, I said we're gonna have to get to 93k teak logs, but I actually saw that I have 1,000 teak planks in the bank, so we're gonna go to 92k teak logs before we start making them all in the planks. Okay, here we are back in our natural habitat, chopping trees on both accounts. In fact, but I noticed that we are about 20k logs to level, and we need more than 20k logs to get to our goal for the amount of teak planks that we'll need for construction. So we are going to get a virtual woodcutting level before we're done chopping all of these that we need. So I want to share a tip with you guys, and it's about third-party clients. And I usually try to stay away from talking about third-party clients because anytime you use a third-party client that's not the official Jagex RuneScape vanilla client, you do use it at your own risk. So keep that in mind, because something I really like to do is help people out with my videos and kind of give tips and tricks here and there. So again, keep in mind, third-party clients, use it at your own risk. But if you do happen to have RuneLite, here's a little tip for you. When you're chopping trees and you're AFKing and you go idle, it can be hard to know sometimes if you're going idle, especially if you're watching TV or playing a second account or something. So there's this plugin over here. If you scroll down to RuneLite, the plugin itself is called RuneLite. So within the RuneLite plugin, go to the settings, and you can go to Enable Flash Notification. So if we close this out now, whenever you go idle and stop chopping a tree, you'll see once we get this last log right here, the screen will flash red. And this is very obvious to know, so like if you're playing a second account or whatever else you're doing. So it'll flash a few times, and that way you'll know you're idle, and you can go to the bank and go do whatever you have to do or start chopping another tree. And now there's a few more settings within this. This option right here, send notifications when focused. That means when you have this enabled, when you're on the client itself, it'll flash. But if you have that disabled, it'll only flash when you're not on the client. So if you have your mouse away from the client, if you have like a different client open up here, then it'll flash. But if you're just on the client, it won't flash. So that way the game will kind of like know the difference between whether or not you're actually paying attention to it. And a lot of people in my stream were asking about that. That's the main reason why I wanted to share this with you. So hopefully that tip helps you out. It just feels really weird getting post 99 XP on here. Like, I am used to it because I am still doing the 200 mil woodcutting on here, which, by the way, I'm hoping to be done around the end of the year. So hopefully around New Year's I should be getting 200 mil. It's currently December 9th and I'm 194.3 mil. So we are getting very, very close to that. I'll make a video talking more about what I plan on doing with that exactly. But yeah, I don't know, it's just a weird feeling. Like, I feel like I'm not progressing, but the EHP for construction on Iron Man is a lot lower because it does calculate in like actually collecting the logs. So even though we are exactly 100 levels away from maxing, you gotta keep in mind those last 100 levels are the most difficult levels. I mean, at least generally speaking, the majority of the levels are gonna be like either the most difficult or the most tedious or the ones that take the longest to level up. As you can see by the stats here, we have like all the slow skills left pretty much. You know, like runecrafting, agility, prayer, herblore mining, etc. And the list goes on. So although it seems like 100 isn't that much, we are still pretty far away. Also, I'm going to try not to record any more clips with the flash feature on. I tried to not have that on when I record clips, so sorry if that's been kind of annoying for you. Oh, this is genius. His name with the random events, Comedy Gold. Okay, I just noticed we hit a little milestone here, 240 million total XP. So something I've noticed is that I'm running a bit low on bank space. I am using up these seeds I got from the master farmers because you can use the herb seeds now for birdhouse runs, so that is saving a few bank spaces. But after this run, I'll show you in the bank what we got and how low we are in space right now. Okay, so let's deposit all the stuff in the bank, and we have 813 out of 816 bank spaces. So we have 3 bank spaces free, and as you probably know, if you've been watching the videos, you know I have like a bit of an issue with bank space. I've always been struggling. I never actually ended up getting a looting bag for all these clue scroll items here, so I probably could do that at some point, but I have a very quick fix that will solve all this right now. Ignore these empty placeholders right here for stuff like that, but that's going to involve my skill capes. I have all these skill capes, and I'm going to build a cape rack in the house because I can now build the marble cape rack. You need 90 construction, which I can boost for using the crystal saw and the guaranteed boost from the teak you can make in the house. So 90 construction for that. It's 1 marble block, and you can store as many capes in there as you want. There's one more upgrade from there, which is at 99. You can build a magical cape rack, but I don't think I'll ever build this because I can't really justify spending all the money for something like that when it's not even something anyone can see. Because as an Iron Man, by the way, no one else can enter my house. I can't enter anyone else's house. I guess you guys watching the videos can see my house, but it's really not a big deal and the money's not worth it. So we're going to build a marble cape rack. Plus, I'm not going to wait to get all the way to 99 construction or 94 or whatever it is to then store all the capes. I'll just do it all now, and yeah, let's go ahead and build the marble cape rack. Okay, hopefully we have enough money for the marble block. Let's see how expensive it is. Oh, thank God we have enough. Okay, cool. I'm pretty much a pro at making this tea now. I got the whole recipe memorized in my head, but it looks like we've never built any of these cape racks before. I know why, because I was specifically waiting until I could build the final one, or not the final one, but you know, the second to final one, where I can store every cape, because I don't really see a point of building something just to have to remove it later and like take all the capes out and stuff, especially when I have so many capes to put in here. But yeah, let's build this right here. Oh wait, duh, I gotta drink the tea first. Drink that. Build the cape rack space. There it is, marble cape rack. And that looks really cool to have in the house here. It stands out. Everything else is like teak or mahogany or whatever. And then you got this marble thing here. But yeah, we can store all the capes that we want in here. So let's go to the bank and see how much space we can make now. So we've got a lot of capes in here. I'm not going to put all of them in the house because there are a few that I need. Like I'll need the defense cape. I need the farming cape for farming, which I keep up here in the farming tab. And I guess the woodcutting cape as well. I probably should be wearing it while I'm chopping because you get a 10% more chance of getting a bird's nest when you're chopping trees. But the thing is, I already have way more nests than I'll ever go through for making cerebrews. I will never get that much toad flax on here. And to be honest, I missed most of the nests that drop from the tree anyways because I'm always busy playing my other account. So it's not really a huge deal to me. Maybe I'll start wearing it instead of the strength cape. But yeah, we'll get rid of all these other capes besides for the ones that are like very necessary. And we'll see how much bank space we save from doing that. I don't think you can store the hoods with the capes in your house. I think it's the capes only. But the thing about the hoods is that you can get as many as you want for free. It's only the capes that cost 99k. So I can go back to any of these masters anytime and grab as many hoods as I want. I can grab like 100 of them if I really want to, and it will cost nothing. So yeah, if I can't store them in the house, which I don't think I can, I'll just end up dropping all of them. Something else about the capes, which I always do on every account, is that I always store the capes in the bank based on the order I got them. So the order of the capes that you just saw, that was the order I actually got those 99s. It's not a big deal for me though as a YouTuber because I can always go back in the clips and watch my old videos and stuff and see exactly what order I got the 99s in. It's something I've just always done, always have been used to, so this is kind of like a new thing for me. Okay, so let's start putting the capes in here, and then the hood probably won't. Oh, the hood does go with it. Okay, I'm actually a bit surprised about that. I thought the hood honestly wouldn't even go in there with it. But can we store the hood without the cape? No, you can't. Okay, you gotta have both of them. I can see the bank space disappearing before my eyes. But now we have all these extra hoods, which I'm just gonna drop because there's no point keeping them. I can always get them back very easily. And usually I like to wear a Santa hat if I'm going for a fashion scape anyways, so there we go. Let's go back to the bank and see how much space we have now. And we have freed up a lot of bank space. You have 18 free spaces now. Are there any other hoods in here? Just to be sure. The woodcutting hood. Yeah, I guess I'll drop that one too. Not very necessary at all. Sweet. So we actually have 19 free bank spaces now. It's a struggle being an Iron Man and having bank space. If you've ever played an Iron Man, you know the struggle between like clue scroll rewards and items you might one day need for a quest, or an item you might need for a clue scroll one day. There's just so much stuff and it's really hard to make space, especially with a low construction level. It's really a struggle, and construction is honestly such a very important skill for an Iron Man. And speaking of construction, we're getting very, very close to being able to train construction now. We currently have 78k teak logs almost. We are just 14k more logs away from being able to start training construction, or I guess being able to start making all the planks we need for that. So probably about 2 to 3 more days of chopping trees and we'll be all set to go. It is kind of annoying to do farm runs because then I have to like leave and ungear and then re-gear all over again. So it's kind of annoying, but at the very least, every night before I go to bed I do a farm run, and then that way I leave my character there and wake up and do a farm run once again. And we are coming very close to a farming level. I don't know if we'll get this run, but very, very soon we are going to get 103 farming. Oh man, finishing the farm run with under 1k XP to level. That's a little bit annoying. I guess I could pick the limperts or watermelons, but I'll see you back with the next farm run with 103. Alright, a virtual level of 100 woodcutting. We have 8k more logs left to go till we're done. I know it doesn't seem like much longer, but it's been a full day of chopping trees. It's like 12 hours later. I skipped all the herb runs that I was supposed to be doing today. But there's the farming level of 103 farming now. And we're also about 4k logs left until we're done chopping teaks. So hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to finish that up. It's currently very late at night, so I'm about to go to sleep. I'm just doing my nightly farm run so I can wake up and do the farm run again. And yeah, tomorrow I will hopefully see you back when we got all the logs that we need.
It's over,
Congrats
man.
on maxing settled.
It's finally over.
Okay, this is really weird. Usually when there's a system update and you're playing 2 counts at the same time, you might see like a 5 to 10 second difference maybe at the most, but there's about 4 minutes left on here and 3 minutes and 20 seconds left on here. There's like over a 30-second difference on both accounts. That's, I don't know. That seems like more than usual than it's supposed to be, but maybe it's just me. I don't know. I have no idea. I logged in at both at the same time too, so I don't know. This may very well be the last log we ever chop on this account ever. We have 15 million woodcutting XP on here, and I really don't care about woodcutting ranks. I never even meant to like go for post 99 XP. I really just wanted the logs for construction, so it did kind of feel like a waste of time, but like being an Iron Man, it's not really considered a waste of time because you are still like progressing your account, I guess, in a way. I do have plenty of redwood logs for future birdhouse runs as well, so I honestly think I'll never have to chop a tree ever again. I might prove myself wrong at some point, but there it is, 92,000 teak logs here in the bank. And of course, always got to do a price check of it, so let's open up the price checker here, see what it's all worth. 23.8 mil. I probably spent about 100 hours over the course of the last week or so chopping all these logs. I think I averaged like 450 to 500 logs per hour because I am streaming and I am playing a second account at the same time, so I'm not the most efficient at doing this. But wow, that is freaking beautiful. That should be, if my calculations are correct, that should be 99 construction banked now between these teak logs, these mahogany logs, and then these teak planks that we already have in the bank here. I think we have a few oak planks as well, so if you really need to, we can use these other planks, or just make a few more planks at the end. But I think this should be good though. I think this should be everything that we'll need for 99 construction. Now it's just a matter of putting all the hours in, all the time in. I guess chopping all the logs is also like putting the time in. But yeah, dude, freaking, I can't believe we have 99 construction banked already. I wasn't planning on doing this for a long time. I just decided to do it one day, and here we are. We got everything we need, and here's the stats. We're going to make this happen 100 levels away from maxing. I was looking at the Crystal Math Labs. Apparently, I'm actually 65% of the way to maxing. I have like 850 hours left to go. But that doesn't include the XP that we have banked right now for like Herblore and Construction or Prayer or whatever. So I think we're a bit closer to maxing than 2/3 of the way. But either way, 100 levels left to go. That's where we're going to wrap up for today though. Thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you are enjoying the videos and you want to support the channel more and stay up to date and know exactly right when I post, please consider subscribing to the channel because it really does mean a lot. But yeah, that's going to be all for today. So I hope you all have a great day or night wherever you happen to be, and I will see you again next time.